Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Donna here. So, what have you all been doing this beautiful spring Tuesday? I think if I looked at the weather channel, some of you have been shoveling snow. In it's spring, you know. Yeah, I talked to my sister yesterday actually, in Kennebunk, Maine, and they were expecting 4 to 6 inches. So I guess Mother Nature just doesn't want to give up the last try at winter. But I remember when I was working, the only 2 times I was stuck in a hospital were during April blizzard. So it's not over till it's over. And I guess you could say that about everything, right? So anyway, what have you been doing today? Well, you've been stuck in the house. Well, other than making the bed and the usuals, I colored my hair. And I know, you thought I came about this beauty naturally, but it does take a little work occasionally to cover the gray. So I colored my hair. I made Chowmein in the Instant Pot. And I have a video on that. I will link it. If I can't put a card up top, I'll link it in the description box. And I also made some rice, which is cooling, so I can turn it into fried rice. And I cooked a banana bread because I had bananas in the freezer. So I've been kind of productive today. I feel good about that. And I'm sorry I'm late today, and really today's just going to be a haul video and one little other project that you might want to give a try. And we'll get back to crafting. I'm going to be working on a wreath on Friday because my supplies just arrived about, half an hour ago. So it's a little bit late. It's going on after 3:30, 3:45 in the afternoon. So I'm going to start my wreath on Friday. But I wanted to share with you what I got from Craftoutlet this time in the haul. So I'm going to move you down so you can see the table. And I'll open the box. I haven't opened it yet, actually. I just cut it so I could open it. And we'll see what came in the Craftoutlet haul box. Right back. Okay, let's see what we have in the box here. A lot of paper. Oh, I got 2 wreath forms. This one is a green one, and that's going to be for the watermelon wreath. And this is called a pencil tie. You see that they're much thinner than the other ties. So this is a 15-inch form. Now, I made a mistake ordering this because this looks to me, let's see what is, I don't know, I think this is maybe a 12-inch form. I'd have to measure it. But I think there'll certainly be things I can use it for. We'll figure out something. Now, let's see what I have for mesh. Oh, first of all, I got some 10-inch black. Get these out of the way. 10-inch black and 21-inch yellow. And that's because you remember the bee wreath we made just a little while ago. I really loved it, and I was looking forward to putting it out on my front door after I take down my Easter wreath. But I also liked my neighbors that were going back to Canada, so we gave them that wreath to take home with them. And I hope they enjoyed it. Actually, she did send me a picture of it hanging on her front door, so that was nice, and I felt good about that. And this is the mesh. Let's get this out of the way. This is the mesh I'm planning to use for my watermelon wreath. It's a green, a black, and a white. And now here's the sign we made. You know, I'm going to bring you up again because it's really difficult for me to get this in the camera down there. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, so you're going to just have to look at me in the background. This is the mesh. This is I'll turn it so you can read it. It says Deco Poly Mesh, and it is white and black and green. And this is the sign we made. I think that'll work nice. So that's going to be for the watermelon wreath. And then I got some ribbons. This is going to be for the watermelon wreath. It's a pink and green, lime green, pink and white plaid. And this is going to be for the watermelon wreath. Isn't that a pretty one? Watermelon, anyone? Then I got one for two for my patriotic wreath that we'll be making too. And I already have the mesh for that one. I have this one here, which is the blue, the canvas ribbon with beige stars. And then this one is really pretty. It's a red, white, and blue, and some glitter around the stars. So we'll be making that one too coming up. I also picked up this blue mesh. I thought this was very pretty. And my family room is primarily blues. So I wanted to make a new blue, maybe a bubble type wreath for the family room door. And then I got two other ribbons that I just thought, three other ribbons that I thought were just so pretty. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them yet. But I think this would look pretty in a bow on that bubble wreath. Isn't that a pretty one? And then there's this one. So we have this and we have this. And then I love this. Look at this one. Look at the bicycles. Oh, somebody wants to go out. Now she won't stop that until I let her out. She's very vocal. So that's all that I got. Not a whole lot, more ribbon than any, but there's enough there now for me to make 3 different wreaths, which I will get busy on come Friday. And we'll make some projects. And that green form I showed you will be also for the watermelon wreath. Now, I'm going to bring you down to the table, and I want to show you one more thing. How many of you are familiar with the game Sequence? You know, we're always looking for something to do now, and one of the things that we can do is pull out some of the games we haven't played in, oh Lord, years. And I can tell you I haven't played this one in years. But it's a game that's played and can be played from 2 to 12 people. Anything, it's 2 or 3, and then from then anything that can be divided by 2, because you would be in teams. Divided by 2 or 3 equally, okay? You could have 3 teams of 2 or 2 teams of 3. But anyway, there's a board that you play it on, and before I say any more, I'm not advocating that you don't go and buy a Sequence game. It is available at Amazon, and it's under $20. And they have plenty of them as far as I know, and it would be something to enjoy, and it's a nice box with all of the supplies in it. But, you know, we're crafters, and if I can make it, I'm not going to buy it. So I want to show you my sequence board that I made, and show you, and I'm going to leave you with a good picture of it so that if you choose to make one yourself, you can do that. It's a project that you and your husband could do easily together, or you and your kids can do, because the kids can certainly glue the cards on the board. But let me just show you. Hold on one second. I need to rearrange the camera. Okay, here is the sequence board. Now, I will see if I can get a picture of it, a still shot later, and put it so that you can see where the cards go to. And basically, what I used was a piece of foam board. Okay? It's a piece of foam board, and it takes a piece of foam board and one deck of cards. And I forgot to measure it. Hold on, I got to get a ruler. Okay, the board is a square, and it's about 22 inches each way. Okay? And you take one deck of cards. It takes one deck of cards to make the board, because you cut them in half, because they show up twice on this sheet. And I will explain a little bit more how to actually, you don't have any jacks on this sheet, and the corners are for the jokers. I think if you Google, you could easily find a picture of this that might be easier to follow. But anyway, you take about a piece of poster board, not poster board, foam board, and I put some black tape on the edges a little bit, just to protect the edges. Cut the cards, put them on the board, and then on top of it, I have clear shelf liner, like you can get from the Dollar Tree. Now this is a really fun game. I will leave a link to a place where you can get the rules and regulations. So to make the board, you would need one piece of foam board, one deck of cards, some scissors, some glue, and some clear contact paper. You don't have to put the contact paper on the top, but it will keep it a lot better for you. I made this one probably 10 years ago. Okay? To play the game, you'll need 2 more decks of cards and some poker chips. And I will show, like I said, I will give you a link to show you the directions on how to play the game. It's a fun game. I think you'll really enjoy it. And anyway, make this out as a project for you guys. Everybody's got a deck of cards hanging around the house, and Dollar Tree has the foam board and the clear shelf liner. So there's a project for you to do with you and your kids. Something to keep you busy. Okay, I'll be right back with some parting words. So that was a short and sweet video today. I just wanted to share the haul, and I love this little idea of making this game board. It's a project that's easy to do. I think kids, this game, I guess the actual box game says for 7 and up. So if you have some kids in that age bracket, you can do it. Or if it's just you and your husband, I bet the 2 of you could do it too. You are over 7. So anyway, I will leave a sequence and a picture of this board so you can maybe plan it and do it yourself. I have another game I made, and I'll show you the next time we meet. So until then, everybody have a great afternoon. I hope you stay warm. I hope you stay safe. Play by the rules, folks. Play by the rules. That's how we'll get rid of this mess. And I'll see you again Friday, and we'll be working on a wreath. Until then, see you later. And everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.